The Water Smart Landscape Makeover program incorporates elements of sustainable landscaping. Sustainable landscapes are designed to be attractive and in balance with our environment and our climate.
Sustainable landscaping considers every garden as though it were a mini watershed, holding on to all the water that falls onto it, and nurturing a diverse habitat of plants and insects. Each mini watershed can be managed by the people who live there. That means you can contribute to a collective effort to restore the natural functions of our ecosystem, and at the same time, use less irrigation water. Sustainable landscaping solutions are functional and cost-effective. Using rainwater as a resource plays a key role.
In San Diego County, on a regional scale, water flows from the headwaters to the ocean, and it flows through a series of creeks, streams, rivers, through natural areas, through urbanized areas, through our storm drains, and ultimately ends up in the Pacific Ocean. Water is a great conveyance mechanism, and so anything in water's path will be picked up and carried along with it as it flows. Trash, debris, sediment, chemical fertilizers, herbicides, pesticides, those things can be picked up by water and carried out to local waterways, and ultimately they end up in the ocean and they pollute local waterways and they impact our local wildlife and our water quality.
In our Mediterranean climate, pollutants build up on hard surfaces during the long, dry summer. When it rains, water flows off the impermeable surfaces of your roof, sidewalks, driveways, and patio. Instead of sinking into your landscape, it typically flows over your yard, down the curb, out into the storm drains, and then to the ocean.
What we seek to do in stormwater management is to capture that first flush and to take the higher concentration of pollutants out of the equation so that cleaner water flows into our local waterways.
When it rains, the first flush is the most important water to capture in order to prevent pollutants from entering our watersheds and the ocean. This first flush can be slowed, absorbed, and effectively filtered by the healthy soil in your landscape.
Landscapes are a great way to manage and control the first flush. Soil is a living thing, and it's important to have living soil in your landscape because that has better holding capacity for water. Healthy soil needs to have oxygen, pore spaces with oxygen in it. It needs to have water to maintain the plant life, and it also needs to have biology, the life, which are the bacteria, the protozoa, the nematodes, all of those things that make healthy soil.
Healthy soil also stores rainwater, so it can gradually be released into your landscape. This helps build up the soil sponge and ensures that plants get water when they need it. Rainwater is Mother Nature's gift to your landscape. By using sustainable landscaping practices, you can create healthy soil to capture and clean the rainwater and transform your landscape into a living soil sponge. This sustainable landscaping approach includes 3 important concepts: creating healthy soil, which we've covered in previous episodes, calculating how much water you can capture, and determining the best way to slow, spread, and sink that water into your soil, or store it for later use. Rainwater stored in your soil means less irrigation water is needed during the dry months. It also means you're creating a healthy, living soil sponge that cleans rainwater before it runs off your property. Even if your yard doesn't allow you to capture all of the rain that falls, you can still clean much of that rainwater before sending it on its way.
So there you have it. You can save water and contribute to a healthy environment at the same time. Stay tuned as we show you how to slow, spread, sink, and store that rainwater. Those are the keys to creating your very own sustainable landscape.